Well, there you see fans continuing to file in. It is going to be a packed house here in Baton Rouge for Homecoming 2024. Southern University Jaguars, what a way to celebrate by having the first place on the line. It'd be a bigger celebration if they won. And Alcorn State, of course, they want to ruin homecoming for the Jags. Alcorn with a first down inside the 15-yard line and a big run to start things out.
You see Sewell, he'll run right behind Big Truck Robinson, the tight end number 2, who's really the key to this Alcorn offense. Penalty marker down, and the official says, nope, they're going to put it back in their pocket. That's a good place for it. Truck Robinson doing an excellent job as the lead blocker on that play.
Flag on the play. The run stopped at about the 26-yard line.
Cameron Jones, the right defensive end, may have jumped offside.
Offside. Defense, number 11. 5-yard penalty. It'll result in a first down.
And that'll be a first down for the Alcorn State University Braves.
They actually call it on Darius Harry, the senior out of New Orleans.
Last week, Southern University against Texas Southern, 10 penalties for 114 yards in the ball game. And that's something that Coach Terrence Graves said that they definitely want to clean up. Here's the give. Vincent Page Jr. in on the tackle. Willie Miles lost his helmet for the defense for Southern University.
Man, we've seen a lot of helmets popping off here in the first period.
Jacorian Sewell on the carry.
Got to tighten up those chin straps. See that helmet pop off? You'll have to come off the field for a play. But these are one of those games where if you don't have that chin strap tight, it's going to get popped off because there's a lot of hard hit down in the trenches tonight between these two ball clubs. They don't like each other.
Offense facing a second and long. They give to Tyler Macon. He gets near a first down for Alcorn State. Let's see where the ball will be marked.
Tyler Macon making the transition from quarterback to receiver. They bring him around in motion this time on the mini reverse. Able to pick up some nice yardage.
Xavier Vaughn with the throw, incomplete. No flags on the play, and that brings up third down. Should be fourth down.
There's a little mix-up on the down marker on the Alcorn side of the field. It showed second down on that play. So I'm not sure if that hampered the Braves' play calling at all, but in any event, it's going to be fourth and one now.
On the defense is now number 92.
Number 11 is number 92, so that is going to be Darius Harry. Here's the give on fourth down. First down and a lot more. Big run for the Braves.
That's a touchdown.
Truck Gift Griffin taking it to the house. Touchdown, Alcorn State.
Inside handoff, jumbo set, no safeties on the field. And once Truck gets to the second level, all he has to do is look behind him and make sure he doesn't run out of gas. And he takes it in for 6. The home run hitter once again for Alcorn.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 6 on the offense. Shooting the gun. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Try for point.
Caleb Anderson called for the unsportsmanlike for the gesture. Last week, Jacorian Sewell had a 63-yard touchdown run, a big play against Grambling, and now Truck Griffin with a big running play. Extra point try is up, and it's good. ALCORN strikes first here in Baton Rouge.
Wow.
Well, Truck Griffin was trucking along and put 6 up on the board for Alcorn State. And there you see some of the Southern fans not happy about the last play.
Correction. The unsportsmanlike conduct foul is on ALCORN, number 2. That is number 2. First unsportsmanlike conduct foul for the game.
So that unsportsmanlike conduct foul was actually on Truck Griffin. That'll be his first of the game.
Well, you talk about the 4th down opportunities in this ball game. Southern went for it on 4th down twice. They were stymied by ALCORN. The Braves decided to go for it on 4th and short, and they turn it into a long touchdown run.
Coach Terrence Graves on the sideline. Not happy about that last play, and that's something that they spoke about, is that we got to stop the run. Alcorn has some very talented running backs, and we cannot allow them to get to the open field. That time, there was nobody in the backfield to help.
Yeah, and look, they'll put Truck Griffin in the backfield because of his huge size, 6'3", 215 pounds.
A little bit of a pooch kick, and it is taken by Southern University, Kyle Williams. On the return, short return on the play, and it'll be first down for Southern University. They'll have the ball actually in pretty good territory, right around the 40-yard line. Now, if you are Southern University, you've had the ball inside the 5-yard line, turnover on downs. You had another 4th and short situation, turnover on downs, deep inside Alcorn's territory. And so now for Southern, it's about moving inside that 10-yard line and putting it into the end zone.
Well, you have to identify number 44, Malachi Bailey. Right now, he's lining up on the inside. He is the guy that so far has really disrupted this offense.
Here is the give out to about the 45-yard line.
So the Jaguars on the season running the football average just under 113 yards per game, but only 3.3 yards per carry. They really want to increase that average up over 4.
Noah Bodden, swing pass. Gets it out to Tyler Kirkwood. And Kirkwood looks like he is close to a first down, but will be about a yard shy.
Nice block on the outside by Quay Davis to allow him to get upfield, pick up some nice positive yardage.
Give once again. This time it looks like Southern University picks up the first down into Alcorn State territory at the 40, or just inside the 48-yard line.
And it is tough sledding, trying to run against this front of Alcorn. You see big number 99 on a stunt that time, trying to come around. That was Cullen Scott. But Kobe Dillon able to find just the crease to move the chains.
Noah Bodden back, looking deep, trying to find an open receiver. Knocked down. Great defense by Alcorn State. Summerall with the break up there.
Summerall leads the team in interceptions with 4. And look at this excellent coverage. Knocks the football away at its highest point. Can't do it any better than that defensively.
Brings up second down and 10 now. And coaching staff spoke about winning on first down. That pass incomplete. Intended for Cam Jefferson.
That would nearly hit the official As once again, ALCORN brings pressure against Noah Bott. And the coaches talked about Noah this week, and they said, look, he just has to settle down. He's a tremendous leader. Sometimes he may lose confidence in himself by overthinking the situation. Just wants him to relax and allow the ball game to come to him.
Bott looking incomplete. The pass was intended for Cameron Jackson, junior from Shreveport, and 3 and out here for the Jags.
A few murmurs from the crowd. This Jaguar offense struggling to move the football here in the first quarter against this ALCORN Brave defense.
And you see quarterbacks coach Willie Totten speaking with Noah Bott on the sideline. Now punting situation here for Southern University. This one's a high one. Signal for a fair catch inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So ALCORN State, once again, deep inside their own territory. It'll be a first down. And you know what, Ken, look, when we had a chance to talk to both of these coaching staffs this week, and the overwhelming thought from both coaching staffs is having more of a clean game from the standpoint, especially from the pre-snap and after the play penalties.
Right, absolutely. We saw that on the touchdown by ALCORN with Griffin getting a little too excited, getting the 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. Yes, they want the guys to play between the whistles. They understand that some penalties will happen throughout the course of the game, but the pre-snap penalties, the offsides, the motion penalties, the delay of games, those type of penalties is what each of these ball clubs want to eliminate.
First down and 10, and it's deep inside of ALCORN's territory. Big run once again. This time on the carry for the ALCORN State University Braves is Anthony Williams.
Yeah, they talked about Williams, this senior out of Chicago, listed as a wide receiver, but he'll see some time at running back tonight. Very explosive, particularly if you get him into the open field. They want to get the football in his hands and see what he can do.
You talk about being unselfish. Anthony Williams, really a wide receiver playing running back. Another big run there, close to a first down. And then you look at Tyler Macon starting as a quarterback, going in as a wide receiver. Both players, when you listen to their coaches, one of the things that they talk about is that is unselfish play when you say, hey, we need you to do this instead of that. And both players have performed very well.
And it really enduring to new coaching staff. Both of these coaches, first-year head coaches, Terrence Graves with Southern, Cedric Thomas with ALCORN. And for these players, particularly with the Braves, to say, hey, coach, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get me on the field. Even if that means changing positions, I'm willing to do it.
And that will be the end of the first quarter here in Baton Rouge. Well, the Braves strike first, as this is an electrifying atmosphere here in the capital city between Southern and ALCORN State. Braves on top as we end the first quarter.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter for Southern and ALCORN. It's ALCORN's homecoming. All right, if you missed the earlier games today, you missed you had to be there. That's why I'm late. I'm just getting back into the hotel. You had to be there to watch Jackson State and FAMU. 35-21. Jackson State had 4 turnovers. Their defense came back and turned it up. If it wasn't for Jackson State defense, FAMU would have easily won. But Jackson State defense shut out FAMU in the third and fourth quarter. Bethune-Cookman got his first victory of the season. They beat poor, dear old Mississippi State Valley. Oh, my gosh. Mississippi Valley State. Wow. Grambling survived in the hole. Arkansas Pine Bluff with a score of 31-21. That game was a lot closer than that 10-point margin. It was 24 to 21 at one point. So the SWAC West is still up in the air, but that SWAC East, unless Jackson State lose 2 games, and the only competition I really see them losing or having a hard time with would be Alcorn and Alabama State. But other than that, it's a wrap over that way. The West, this game right here is going to determine the West, in my opinion. So, and Southern starting slow off again. As soon as the game come back on, I'll stop talking, and because these commercials and streaming and all that copyright stuff. But the player of the game for Jackson State, the quarterback for FAMU, Mr. Richardson showed up again. He was 19 for 28, 248 yards and 3 touchdowns. The running back, Mr. Mulligan for Jackson State, 18 carries, 139 yards. That man ran all over FAMU. The wide receiver had for FAM, Mr. Cobb, he had 3 receptions, 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Grambling, Mr. Crowley, still is not what I thought he was going to be this year. But UAPB, Higgins was 27 for 41, 230, 2 touchdowns. Webb, 15 carries and 93 yards for UAPB. UAPB actually dominated the game, but Valley just actually won. Yeah, but I can tell you this: the SWAC West, the winner of this game, I'm telling you, it's gonna get tricky over there. Now, the standings as of now. Okay, the game back on. And be quiet.
Back here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Pete Richardson Field. And the Alcorn State University Braves with the early lead as we go into the second quarter. And if you were an Alcorn State University fan, you say, hey, we won the first quarter. The give, nothing doing. And once again, Jacorian Sewell running and no one at home. And a loss on the play by Alcorn State.
That's going to bring up a 4th down now, and good job by that Southern defense coming up with a big stop there, trying to flip the momentum here in the second quarter. Darius Jackson, sophomore out of Memphis, making a stop.
Punting situation now for Alcorn State University. That'll be Greg Schaefer, who's also the long snapper. Gets this one away. And it will take an Alcorn State University bounce.
Oh.
Southern touched the football, and actually the ball bounced and touched the leg of the Southern player, and he had to jump on that football, and now there's a scrum going on at the 35-yard line.
There was no need for that Southern player
trying to rip it away
around that ball.
From the one Jaguar.
Alcorn is saying that they have the football.
But they came out with it at the
Came out
bottom.
with it. Get away from that ball.
Bounce here. You got to get out of the way.
It touched it.
Hits the leg. Who was that, 91?
You'll be able to bench the rest of the game.
You see?
Rolling on the field. Ball touch a receiving team player and was recovered by the receiving team. First down, Southern.
What?
Southern University football.
All right, so that's a break for the Jaguars as they come away with it at the bottom of the scrum. But that was a very, very lucky break for Southern. That could have been a disaster. You know, when you're on those return units, it's usually the punt returner will yell something like Peter, Peter, Peter to have everyone get out of the way of the football. So maybe the other teammate did not hear him, but luckily he was able to fall on it.
So University with another line, first down, and here's a big run to start things out. And on the carry, Kobe Dillon. Well, check that. That's going to be C.J. Russell on the carry. C.J. Russell from Arcadia, Louisiana, and he'll get the carry once again near the midfield stripe. C.J. Russell said he wants to send his love to his family in Arcadia, Louisiana, where their high school is celebrating homecoming this weekend.
Jaguars going with tempo now.
Big catch, Dupree Fuller.
Fuller just on a quick underneath route. So 2 quick running plays to Russell, then they come back with a little underneath route. Try to keep this ALCORN defense off balance.
Bodden with the give to about the 40-yard line.
So a couple of things that the up-tempo does to the defense. One, it does not allow you to substitute. So especially your front three, your front four, they get worn down a little bit quicker. Secondly, the communication, you don't have time for the coaches to communicate with the middle linebacker to let him know what you want done.
If you can, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel.
And right away, they come out with a play, a few yards on that play, and looks like C.J. Russell will come out of the ball game. And now Kendrick Grimes coming in. And that's one advantage if you're Southern University. You've got C.J. Russell, Kobe Dillon, Kendrick Grimes. All of these guys, they can run the football very effectively. Bodden steps up, gets out of some pressure, and he gets to about the 35-yard line.
Great job by Noah Bodden that time, feeling the heat. Watch him, he'll shed off the first rusher. Good job there, shedding, and then able to get upfield, get some positive yardage, not take the negative play.
Jacques Du just over pursued just a little bit. Bodden doing a great job, though, keeping his footing. And now it looks like a timeout on the field. And so we'll step aside.
Timeout. ALCORN.
Braves will take a defensive timeout. And so we'll take a break here at Homecoming 2024.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the.
All right, getting back to those to the earlier games and the stats. Miles Crowley and Trayvon Hargrove combined for 245 yards and 2 touchdowns to help Grambling beat Arkansas Pine Bluff. Still want to see more out of that. Bethune-Cookman, Luke Sprague was sprawled through for 1 touchdown and ran for another to lead Bethune-Cookman to its first victory over Mississippi Valley. Whew. Poor Valley. And, of course, we talked about Jackson State and FAMU already. I will, on Monday, when I go live Monday, I will have highlights for that Jackson State and FAMU game, and you can see for yourself how the defense of Jackson State, which has the second best defense in the SWAC, the Alabama State has the first defense. Jackson State has the first number 1 in scoring, and it showed today, but not the way you think it showed. The quarterback for Jackson State, he actually had 3. When I tell you 3 turnovers, so it could have been 4 on himself, but it was a total of 4 turnovers. But 3 of them was committed by himself. So a fumble and with 2 fumbles and an interception, and then one of the running backs had a fumble. But FAMU couldn't capitalize because Jackson State defense really, really, really came to play. So you gotta dominate all 3 phases of the football game: offense, defense, and special teams. Jackson State field goal kicker missed 2 field goals, which I thought was going to come back and hunt them, but it ended up not hunting them. All right, game back on.
Events here on campus. for homecoming 2000.
And this game is actually a sellout.
Nothing short of amazing, and just
And,
all kinds of
Southern.
great things that are going on.
They
Yeah, a lot of
sold
great
out.
concerts pre and post game this weekend. You saw all of the RVs coming into
Only
the
thing I ask you
stadium
to
tonight.
do is like, share,
all
and
the good
subscribe.
food that was being cooked at the various tents around the stadium here tonight.
I got full just looking at it.
I got to partake just a little bit.
Noah Bodden throwing, and it is complete. First down, Southern University. And what a catch on the sideline made by Brown.
See, coming right into your living room. Great throw by Noah Bodden that time. Good job by that offensive line.
Noah Bodden diving in. Touchdown, Jags. Noah Bodden with a big run, and Southern University gets on the board for their first touchdown of the ball game.
See it here from ground level, just the inside zone. Everyone goes with the tailback. Bodden takes it himself, does a little somersault into the end zone. Jags a point away from tying it up.
Extra point try is up, and it is good. Southern University ties this ball game up. The lights going on and off, and the cannons going off as scoring going on here for the Jags.
And you see Noah Bodden just taking off from around the 3-yard line, getting into the end zone. His first rushing touchdown of the season for Bodden. And the Jaguars tie this ball game up as they go on a 7-play, 65-yard drive. So after struggling the first 15 minutes, now these Jaguar fans have something to cheer about.
And the human jukebox playing little blues, getting things set up here in the stadium. And we're expecting an incredible halftime show between these two bands.
Oh, man, it is electric in A.W. Mumford here in Baton Rouge on a Saturday night. Great night for football. Beautiful weather. It was about 80 degrees at kickoff. Not a cloud in the sky. Perfect October night for homecoming.
And here's a kick. It comes down to ALCORN inside the 10. Out to the 25.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Tyler Macon gets out to about the 48-yard line. First down, ALCORN.
What a return by Tyler Macon, the former quarterback, showing the elusivity, protecting the football. Jaguars trying to punch it out, but to no avail. And ALCORN starting in great territory up near midfield.
You talk about somebody who really gives a lot of different looks to this Southern University defense. Tyler Macon, of course, wide receiver, return man. If you put him in the backfield, he's dangerous as a running back and as a quarterback. So he's got so many different dimensions to his ball game. First down and 10. Xavier Vaughn with the handoff, getting it to Anthony Williams. Williams stays on his feet, and the official says he goes out of bounds just on the other side of the 50 at the 48-yard line.
Anthony Williams, another one of those guys, all-purpose type football player. Stepped out of bounds there.
For ALCORN State University, head coach Cedric Thomas a little under the weather earlier this week. Coach is stepping in. The offensive and defensive coordinators doing a great job talking with us, and all of them, and it's a first down here, by the way, for Anthony Williams for ALCORN State, but all of the coaches really look up to head coach Cedric Thomas, his work ethic, and they talked about something that I thought was really, really important, and that is that man's love. And that's something that's been resonating with this team since Cedric Thomas has taken over. It's tough love, but it's embracing. It's also very tough.
Yeah, you talked to offensive coordinator Jermaine Giles, defensive coordinator Deion Roberson, and they both talked about I know not only has he been, a coach to them, but he's also been a mentor to help them as young coaches as they look to progress and one day hope to become a head coach. And just about the amount of time that they spend together, away from the game, just talking about life, and that, they have an open door policy for these young men to come in and talk about anything and make themselves better men for it.
The biggest thing that they talk about is you have to be sincere, and the players have to know that you care. And they have to ask how things are doing. Coach is not afraid to go to the dorms and say, hey, how are things? And they will call your mama.
No doubt about that.
Second down and long. Throw is incomplete. The pass was intended for Truck Griffin.
Quiet night so far for Xavier Vaughn, the quarterback. Comes into this ball game averaging 6 yards per carry on the ground. Also thrown for 998 yards, accounted for 12 touchdowns on the season. They've been content getting the ball to the running backs, but at some point, Xavier Vaughn will take off himself.
And there he goes across the 45, and he's down at about the 44-yard line, well short of the first down. As a matter of fact, it'll be fourth down and about 13 yards to go. You were speaking about Xavier Vaughn. Xavier Vaughn, 10 of 18 last week for 149 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. He had that long 73-yard touchdown pass in the ball game against Grambling. That's really just it electrifying things.
Yeah, got that big touchdown pass downfield to Tyron Warren in that ball game. Nearly had two, and another one called back because of a penalty.
And here is the kick. This one is going into the end zone, and ALCORN State will have the ball when we come back from the timeout here at Pete Richardson Field.
Pizza Hut's $7 deal lovers menu. We're giving you.
All right, welcome everybody once again to the RNG SWAC Sports Network. Hey, I need you to hit that like button for me if you don't mind. Like, share, subscribe. You can watch all the games. You can listen to my commentary every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And when I don't go to the games, I live stream them. Right now, I'm in Jackson. That's why I got started late today, the FAMU Jackson State game. And the 2 tickets on Wednesday. If you watch the live stream on Wednesday, you hit the link. You get to come up, answer some SWAC trivia questions, and you get to win 2 tickets to the SWAC game of your choice. I used to give them to my game of the week, but now it's the game of your choice. So say if you want to go see FAMU playing whoever, you come up on Wednesday, you get that, you answer some questions, you get 2 free tickets. It ain't that hard. So, but going over the scores again, UAPB suffered another defeat in the hole against Grambling, 21-31. Grambling has their first SWAC victory. They're 1-2 in the SWAC. Pine Bluff is 1-2 in the SWAC. Bethune-Cookman beats Valley. Valley is 0-7, 0-3 in the SWAC. Bethune-Cookman is 1-6, 1-2 in the SWAC. FAMU loses to Jackson State 21-35. FAMU is 3-3, 1-1 in the SWAC. Jackson State is 5-2, 3-0 in the SWAC. That means Jackson State has a 2-game lead. That means Jackson State will have to lose at least 2 games in order for FAMU to win the SWAC, and I don't see it happening. Next up for Jackson State, they will take on Bethune-Cookman for Bethune-Cookman's homecoming. Why you want to do that? But hey, that's on you, Bethune. Maybe get some people to come see your game. Then game back on.
Offensively, both of them get on the board, but defensively is where both of them have started to shine, and we expected that.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at, Kelby Givens for Southern, Malachi Bailey for Alcorn. Both of those guys lead the attack for these defenses.
Due on the tackle, and it'll be second down and long. Winning first down, that seems to be something all coaches talk about this season, winning first down.
It's something you have to do, particularly when you play aggressive defenses like this.
Another big run for Southern University. This time with the carry, Kobe Dillon, Faraday, Louisiana.
Jaguars starting to find some running lanes now. Look at it here from ground level. Good blocking up front. Excellent job by the center with a good kick out block. That was Juan Gonzalez opening up that running lane.
3 yards on the carry, maybe 2.5, depending on the spot.
And again, a lot of shuffling on this Southern offensive line over the past couple of weeks. Brian Wallace and Jaron Lewis, along with Juan Gonzalez, 3 new starters as of last week.
And here is the catch and carry. That's going to be Jatravian Brown, a senior from Shreveport.
Penalty marker on the field, so we'll see what this one is about.
Holding. Offense. Number 87. 10-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
So the offense giveth and the penalties taketh away.
And those can be drive killers. Put you behind the chains. Third penalty of this first half against the Jaguars for 30 yards. ALCORN so far penalty free in this first half.
Bodden looking. Catch made by Cameron Jackson. You know, when you look at this Southern University team, they've got players from all over Louisiana, but they've done a really good job going to North Louisiana. Shreveport, Faraday, a couple other places that they've done a great job getting players. Recruiting really, really important with Coach Graves in the state of Louisiana. He's got some extremely good coaches, including a former coach at Alcorn State.
Yeah, we'll talk about him shortly.
Noah Bodden. Escape pressure. First down for Southern University, and on the catch was Tyler Kirkwood.
But if
Tyler Kirkwood kind of dancing around that first down marker over there on the far sideline. See the throw here by Bodden again, stepping up in the pocket, rolling to his right. Good elusive move there to pick up the first down.
And this is going to be a timeout, it looks like.
Timeout for an injury.
And we will step aside as an Alcorn State player is down on the field. Bakari McCall, the free safety, will take this timeout. Back after this.
As a timeout on the field for injury. Looking forward to next week game. Alabama State, Alabama A&M, the Magic City Classic. That game is going to be on ESPN2. I know it's going to be on one of the ESPN network. It's either ESPNU or ESPN2. But that's going to be a good classic. Valley will be at Pine Bluff next week. I already told you Jackson State was going to Bethune-Cookman for their homecoming. Southern versus FAMU in Tallahassee. That's going to be a good game. Grambling State will take on Texas Southern. Has Grambling found got their swag back? From what I'm looking at, I don't think they had their swag too much today. But I will be back at home next week, so I will be live streaming. And if it's a game that you want me to live stream, put it in the comments. I have every way that you can catch a game, so I don't miss not one SWAC game. I even have the subscriptions to the schools, to their media. So if the games are not televised on ESPN Plus or the ESPN networks, I actually will stream the game from the schools. But definitely check with me next weekend. There's a big tailgate party at my house. And the standings right now in the SWAC East, Jackson State is 3-0. FAM is 1-1. Alabama State is 1-1. Bethune has actually a victory because they beat Valley. And then Valley. So
Southern University Jaguars coming out of the huddle. Now you see Fred McNair, who spent a lot of time at ALCORN State University as the head coach. And you talk about championships there, getting to the SWAC Championship Celebration Bowl, and now comes over to Southern University. And Coach Graves said, what a blessing it is to have Coach McNair on his staff.
Man, it's really weird to not see him in purple and gold, to see him in that baby blue and gold over there on the southern sideline. But him and Coach Terrence Graves.
A big run for Southern University. And that's going to be Kendrick Grimes. First down, Southern.
Coach McNair, tight ends coach over at Southern now, and really good friends with Coach Terrence Graves as you see that huge run.
And this is a catch. Touchdown, Southern University.
Hey, don't blame me. That's the Jaguars.
Brown with the catch. 6 more on the board for the Jags.
For the Jaguars, hitting them with the running game and then going over the top. Noah Bott, you see the little play fake, rolls to his left. Excellent throw, one-on-one coverage, the man beater, and coming down for 6. And the Jags take their first lead of the night.
Extra point try coming up for Southern University. Well, that'll give Noah Bodden some much needed confidence.
Absolutely. First touchdown reception of the year for Brown.
Extra point try coming up. Kick is up, and it is good. Joshua Griffin putting the extra point up on the board. (14-7) now our score after Brown with a touchdown, and you see some acrobatics. One of the Southern University cheerleaders, and I think that's one of the alums. So they got a lot of alums who are here today. Of course, it's homecoming. And so alums also getting into the action. The alums from the football team love this one.
Yeah, Bott, nice little cross-body throw right on the money to Brown. It was good coverage downfield, but not good enough. And the Jaguars offense has awakened here in the second quarter. Back-to-back drives. Had a 65-yard drive on the previous possession. This one 80 yards, capped off by the touchdown strike. Wallace to Brown.
Wallace Melton, actually, you spoke about, he had really good coverage, but just a great pass. This kick will go into the end zone, and ALCORN will run this one out. Out to about the 20-yard line, first down and 10. Well, that's one of the areas we spoke about this last week, special teams for ALCORN State University. And that was one of the things that actually won the game for them against Grambling, the field goal at the end of the ball game. But that's one thing that they really worked on a lot, special teams, because it's hurt them earlier in the season.
Yeah, big component. You know, they've won 3 games in a row to get to the top of the West Division. And they like to play all three phases. They concentrate on that every day in practice to make sure all three phases are solid.
First down for the Braves. And guess who has the ball? Keep on trucking. Truck Griffin with the carry.
Hey, if they show the halftime show, I will show the halftime show.
Of this offense. You put him in the backfield at running back. He's an excellent inline blocker, and then you can spread him outside and use his size and strength to outrun smaller defenders.
6'3", 215, and this time the ALCORN defense right there to stop Truck Griffin in his tracks.
Good job by the Jaguars coming up to make the stop.
Second and long, not something the offense wanted for Alcorn State. Xavier Vaughn gets across midfield before being tackled.
Jaguars had playing a cover two deep safeties in the middle of the field. So Xavier Vaughn says, okay, if you're going to take two guys and have them 25 yards off the line of scrimmage, I'm going to try to use my legs and get into a third and manageable situation.
Third down and 4. Vaughn over the head of the intended receiver, Caleb Anderson. Anderson 6'4", but not tall enough to bring that one down. And that brings up fourth down. Alcorn will punt the football. Good news for Alcorn. If you have good coverage, you can pin Southern University back. Bad news is that you really wanted to do something with this field position, and that pass just a little bit over the head of the receiver.
Yeah, bad throw that time by Xavier Vaughn. Just got away from him, overshot Anderson, who was wide open in the flat. You want to put that right on his number so he can turn up field and try to pick up that first down.
Punting time, and here comes a kick. Fair catch. And the ball is loose but recovered by Southern University. And so the Jags will have the football at the 22-yard line to start this drive out. Start looking at some of these drives. If you're Southern University at halftime, you're going to go back to 2 fourth-down plays to where you turn the ball over on downs. You did get a touchdown. You get 2 touchdowns, rather. But those 2 plays, especially the one deep inside Alcorn territory, those are the things that I'm sure they'll talk about at halftime.
Yeah, I'm always a proponent of getting points early in the ball game. You just want to stack scores as you go. But I guess the thinking there was, hey, if we don't get it, we force Alcorn deep inside their own end.
Lots of movement going on.
You know, it's always the big dude. The big dude start pointing first.
Foster.
False start. Offense. Number 72. 5-yard penalty. First down.
The junior from Shreveport.
4th penalty of the half against the Jaguars. That'll back them up 5.
Run across the 20-yard line to about the 21. So
again, these Jaguars, they just want to pound it against this Alcorn Brave defense. They feel like they can run the football. We've seen a couple of explosive running plays already here in this first half. And then they're able to set up the play action off of that.
Ken, we're a couple of minutes away from halftime, and fans are still coming into the stadium.
Unbelievable.
Here's a run on second down.
If you notice,
It's a great
Southern is
job
running
by
all over
Scottsdale.
ALCORN.
The hustle, 6'2", 280 pounds, chasing down a running back from behind. Excellent effort that time by the sophomore out of Southern Lab High School here in Baton Rouge.
Southern Lab just across the street from here at the stadium.
It's the 2-minute warning.
And the 2-minute timeout is upon us. And there you see the cars still on what they call the hump, coming over the hump and into campus. Man, if they are not in the stadium by now, forget about halftime. Lots of traffic as homecoming sold out here at A.W. Mumford.
Panera's
I
mac
like
and
to see
cheese.
that. I
Faith.
love to see them
Tomato
games
soup and a
get
bread
sold
bowl.
out, man.
Faith.
I love to see them SWAC games. In the 70s, 80s, and 90s, just about every SWAC stadium was sold out, man, back then. All right, to go over the standings. In the East, Jackson State is 3-0. Alabama State is 2-1. Alabama A&M is 1-1. This is conference. FAMU is 1-1. Bethune-Cookman is 1-2. And Valley is 0-3. In the SWAC West Conference, ALCORN State is 3-0. Southern is 2-0. So the winner of this game will be in first place in the West. Grambling is 1-2. Texas Southern is 1-2. UAPB is 1-2. And Perryview is 1-3. So that's your conference. And like I said, it's heating up. Because following this week, it is nothing but conference games for the rest of the thing. So you lose, you're gonna be in a little trouble. But I'm pretty sure everybody said he was going undefeated in the beginning. I think they actually got some times set up for next week. No, they don't. Yeah, they do. Yeah, the Valley and Pine Bluff game is going to be at 2 p.m. Jackson State and Bethune is going to be at 2 p.m. Alabama A&M and Alabama State is at 2:30. Southern, hold on, game back on.
The sea of people here at A.W. Mumford Stadium, Pete Richardson Field, and people continue to come in as they anticipate halftime here at Southern University. And again, if you are not here already, man,
You're missing a ball game and got a halftime show coming up.
Big catch by Cameron Jackson across the 45. He lost the football. ALCORN State looks like they have recovered the ball.
That's the ground. No.
And finally, a signification that ALCORN has.
Oh. That just happened. Whoa. And there we go.
With a big run and a first down for the Braves as we are under 2 minutes in this first half of play. And if you're ALCORN, this is the type of tempo and offense that you want going into halftime.
2 timeouts left for the Braves. Plenty of time, minute and a half.
And with the carry, Truck Grippin.
Again, the Braves looking to get it into their playmakers' hands. Tyler Macon, Truck Griffin, Jacorian Sewell back into the ball game now. Damian Jones, we had a big ball game last week at the bottom of the screen. He's been quiet so far tonight.
Little shovel pass. That went to Jacorian Sewell. He gets inside the 20 to the 15-yard line, and another Brave first down.
See Sewell, good blocking on the edge.
This time,
Uh-oh.
Xavier Vaughn will keep the ball himself inside the 10-yard line to the 7.
Timeout. ALCORN. This will be our second charge timeout of the half. It's a 30-second timeout.
Last week, Alcorn State University, the win against Grambling. Their coaches said we left too much meat on the bone. We got to make sure that we continue to, when we're in scoring position, we've got to put points on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely want to be more efficient in the red zone, get touchdowns instead of field goals, and looking to punch it in here, see if they can tie this football game up before halftime.
Jermaine Gales, the offensive coordinator from Alcorn State University, calls his offensive line people movers. I call them buffet busters, but he calls them people movers, and it's definitely something that they've been doing here today.
Alcorn on the season, they've been in the red zone 21 times. They've only converted 11 of those into touchdowns, so they definitely want to be better here in the red area.
7-1. Goodness gracious.
Whistles on the play. Timeout Southern.
Timeout. Southern. That's their first charge timeout.
Please
reset the game clock to 55 seconds. 0-5-5.
And a little strategy used there by head coach Terrence Graves to call a timeout there just before the play went off.
Yeah, a little cat and mouse game between these two first-year head coaches at their respective universities. Terrence Graves trying to get his defense set. Alcorn trying to see if they can punch it in here in the first half. Braves jumped out to a quick 7-0 lead in this ball game. Truck Griffin had a 64-yard touchdown run. Southern offense struggled in that first quarter, but found their footing here in the second quarter. A couple of nice touchdown drives. Bot with a pair of scores, one on the ground, one through the air. Now the Braves trying to see if they can answer.
First year as a permanent head coach, Terrence Graves, coach at Southern University. Miller with the handoff. Keeps it.
That's a great tackle.
He is knocked down at about the 8-yard line. I believe that brings up third down now for Alcorn State. Great defensive pursuit by Southern.
Yeah, no reason to rush here for the Braves. If you don't pick up the first down here, you just bring the field goal unit on. But this is where Xavier Vaughn can hurt you with his legs.
And Coach Terrence Graves calls another timeout for Southern University.
Timeout. Southern. That's their second charge timeout. It would be a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout taken by Southern University, their second of the half. So now
if you're coming
start
in,
looking at
welcome
strategy
to the
here.
channel.
If you're head
Please
coach
hit
Terrence Graves,
the like
down. Alcorn has the ball at the 8-yard line here.
Share
A
it.
stop. Possibly Alcorn puts 3 on the board. Do they go for it? There's a lot of strategy involved here in these last 2 plays of this drive.
Yeah, you just want to make sure, one, that your defense is prepared for all situations. You want to make sure that you have 1, if not 2 spies on Xavier Vaughn. You also want to watch and find out where number 2, Truck Griffin, is on this play, because he's been a killer so far in this first half. Truck Griffin lined up inside at the right tight end position.
Xavier Vaughn keeps it himself, goes
There you
around
go.
the edge,
Touchdown.
gets the first down. Touchdown, Alcorn State.
Ruling on the field. It's a touchdown.
Xavier Vaughn with the 8-yard touchdown run. 6 on the board for Alcorn State, and they are an extra point away from tying this ball game up late in the first half.
You see Xavier Vaughn holding that left thigh, and he got shaken up. Just a design quarterback keeper. He puts his thumb up, says he's going to be okay.
Yeah, you hurt.
Officials checking with the replay crew in the booth next to us to confirm the touchdown. That's the reason for the holdup. Design quarterback keeper. You see Sewell in front. You see Vaughn. Let's see if he's got into the end zone. Feet still in bounds there. They confirm it. Touchdown.
Coach Terrence Graves not happy.
Timeout. Southern. That's their third and final timeout of the half. It would be a 30-second timeout.
And he disagrees with the finding that it was a touchdown. And he's having a discussion with the officials now, and now the head official will come over to talk with head coach Terrence Graves.
Coach Graves going to use that final timeout. He wants the replay booth to take another look at it. He doesn't believe that Xavier Vaughn got into the end zone.
And he wants to have a discussion about this.
And he must be getting word from his coaches in the press box. One more look from the ground level.
That's a bad camera angle. You gotta go to the other camera angle.
Out front. A lot of feet there.
Go to the other
Can't
side.
really tell from that angle.
You got better camera angles than that.
And the key, Santoria, is that it was called a touchdown on the field. So without a clear view to overturn it, the officials have to go with the original call on the field.
Extra point try coming up. Kick is up, and it's good. And so now we have a tie ball game with 20 seconds remaining here in the first half of play.
Well, we knew this was going to be a dandy of a football game. Two rivals, homecoming, battling for first place, sold-out crowd. People still trying to get into the stadium.
Well, this is the 80th meeting between these two teams. So there's definitely some familiarity with both of these squads. Just a few hours from the ALCORN campus to here in Baton Rouge. And you see the traffic coming in now to the stadium, moving a little bit more swiftly, but now the traffic going out of the stadium is starting to stack up.
I think those are people that found out that we're not getting in. We might as well go home.
If you didn't buy your tickets, if you did not buy your tickets before you got here, you probably got to the gate and like, you know what? We waited 2.5 hours to get in here, and we got to go back home now.
They're going to be early for the parties.
They will be early for the parties.
Yeah,
you know how it is. You've got dressed. You probably got a new outfit.
Man.
You know, whatever the case is, new shoes. You know, and now all of a sudden you get to campus. You say, we're going to buy our tickets when we get to campus. We're not going to worry about it. There'll be tickets left. And you get in and you hear, we done saw us sold out. And then all of a sudden you got people in the car sounding like Yosemite Sam because they're angry now.
Right. Ladies got their new bags and nails done and whatnot. And now you're seeing red tail lights headed out. But for the people that are here, they're enjoying it because they got a heck of a football game going on, and we're about to have a heck of a halftime show coming up between these two outstanding bands.
Absolutely. The Pepsi halftime show from here at A.W. Mumford Stadium on the campus of Southern University is coming up. These two teams battling it out for first place in the SWAC Western Division.
It's the end of the first half.
ALCORN now coming off the field. Southern University going into their locker room, and the sounds of dynamite will be the first band on the field when we come back. The Alcorn State University Braves and Southern University Jaguars putting on a show for the homecoming crowd here in Baton Rouge.
Hey, if they show the Battle of the Bands, I will be showing the Battle of the Bands and the halftime show and all that other cool stuff. Hey, if you do not mind, it's 60 people watching. Can you please hit the like button? That's the only thing I ask. Like, share, subscribe. Scores from earlier today. The game we're watching now, ALCORN 14, Southern 14. UAPB 21, Grambling 31. Bethune-Cookman 20, Valley 10. And the game between the two top 25 in FCS, FAMU, you can call it an upset. Well, they were defeated by Jackson State. Jackson State defense shut FAMU out in the third and the fourth quarter. Jackson State defense scored the go-ahead touchdown when they was down 21-20. FAMU was driving, and the defense, I think it was Mr. Webb, he returned it. Yeah, he returned it. They hit that quarter, hit Richardson so hard in his chest, the ball came out. He picked it up, and that big joker ran it in. And that's that last touchdown Jackson State got. That came from another fumble from one of FAMU wide receivers. FAMU had 2 turnovers. Jackson State had 4 turnovers. They turned the ball over 4 times and still won, thanks to their defense. The rushing was phenomenal for Jackson State. Mulligan had 98 yards in the first half. He ended up having 139 yards. Now Richardson, to me, he's the most consistent quarterback in the SWAC. He went 19 for 28, 248 yards and 3 touchdowns. It wasn't a loss, but he just about every SWAC game, he's averaging 3 touchdowns a game through the air. FAMU can strike quick. I was at that game. I'm telling you, they can strike quick. If your secondary is slipping, Jackson State, I think it was the left corner, they called Day. He got beat on 3 touchdown passes in a row. Yeah, the score was tied up in the first quarter, 14-14. And then FAM scored in the second a touchdown. Jackson State scored 6 points in the second half. And then the third quarter was a defensive game and turnovers. It was sloppy. Then fourth quarter, Jackson State ended up putting 15 points up on the board. And that was that game in a nutshell. But Monday, I will definitely have the highlights. We'll go through the highlights Monday at 7:30 for that game. And if you have a small business, you selling T-shirts, you selling different type of products, hey, leave your information in the comments. If you want to come up on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and promote your stuff free of charge. I don't charge people for nothing here. This is all out of love here, brother. SWAC love. How about that? Yeah, but getting back to the games. Next week, I gave you the schedule of the games. You got a game that you want to see? Let me know.
Back here at A.W. Mumford Stadium here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's tied at 14 between the Jaguars and the Braves. And now it's time for our Pepsi halftime band show. And now, right now on the field, the ALCORN State University Sounds of Dynamite from ALCORN, Mississippi.
recognize that it's homecoming. So at this time, we pay tribute to one of the most influential band directors of all time, Dr. Isaac P. Briggs. Give it all! And now, taking the wheel, the section, the libations, the most beauty and scream of all the nations, the former man team, the office giving hands of the new game, over now, Golden Goal!
There's only one way to reach the top without sacrifice. Cheating.
Cheat on muffins with Muffins. Big on protein, low on sugar, huge on flavor. Quest Bake Shop. It's basically cheating.
Panera's mac and cheese? Fave. Tomato soup in a bread bowl? Fave. All your favorites, always at Panera. So grab a chocolate chipper. We know it's a fave too. Panera. Free, no-fee delivery for My Panera Rewards members on our app.
You look like the type that hits a lot of curves. So I'm thinking these premium tires. How to do it.
Don't put up.
Hey, don't blame me. I did not cut the halftime show.
Midas, we don't upsell. Instead, we make sure you actually need new tires. Then provide a range of options based on your vehicle and your budget. Reroute to Midas, where you can buy 3 tires and get 1 free for it.
Golden Girl.
Give it all! It's time to turn up, SOD. You know what it is. Some of y'all tried it. It's okay. Hashtag Delta, you know. It ain't over yet. What is this happening? What is this? What is this? Look at this. Get that out of here. That's right. We'll set this thing
up. The crowd here at Southern. We'll take this time out. Coming up next, the Human Jukebox from Southern University. Back after this.
There's only one way to make the
Yo,
impossible possible.
now I have no idea what camera angle they using, but that was not right. I can tell you that much. My goodness, man. I'm speechless on that one. Check out Showtime Webb if you on he's on YouTube. I'm pretty sure he has a whole better version of the halftime show. Showtime Webb. Check him out. Also, while I got y'all attention, please vote. If you have not already, get out and vote. We need everybody to vote. Vote, 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 vote. Check your polling location. Also, Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Central Time. Check out Let It Be Known. That's black news that you can use on YouTube. Also, next week, if you want me to stream the game, I gave you the times of the game, so it's going to be 2 or 3 different games on. We can go back and forth between the games. I got that capability when I'm at home. Let me know what game you want to watch. It don't matter to me. I watch all of them anyway. Non-SWAC games, LSU is beating Arkansas. Alabama lost. Georgia is beating Texas. I don't know that other stuff. Don't really watch. That's about it with for the games.
Sucks. I'm done. Guys like me, we are saving lives. Hit the kill switch.
I need one of you to make copies.
I could do it. Universal Basic Guys, all new Sundays on Fox.
Strong, confident, a taste of decadence. I want you to try something for the first time. Satisfy your curiosity. Make it a night to remember. And toast to the new. Sir Davis, the future of whiskey is here.
Look, I got the new iPhone 16 Pro at Verizon. Apple Intelligence is pretty awesome. You can get it when you trade in any phone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You see, it's
Switch to Verizon and get the new iPhone 16 Pro and get a new iPad and Apple One all on us. That's over $1,600 in value. Only on Verizon.
Back here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, here at the campus of Southern University, and now down on the field during our Pepsi halftime show, the Human Jukebox from Southern University.
All right now, aunties. Aunties say what's happening. Now they look like they went to picnic 94 with me. All right now. All right.
And now put your hands together for the 2024 edition of the Family Dancing Dog. And then jam too. Tear it off.
We're tied at 14 here at halftime between the Jaguars and the Braves. The Human Jukebox entertaining the crowd here in Baton Rouge here at Homecoming 2024. We'll take this time out. When we come back, we'll have SWAC news and notes right after this.
Now they cut the best part of halftime. Don't blame me. That's crazy. A few stats from the first half of the game that we're watching. Bowden, he is 10 for 15, 116 yards and a touchdown. Griffin, ALCORN, one carry. That's one reception, 64 yards and a touchdown. And Southern, Brown, 3 receptions, 59 yards and a touchdown. It's a pretty tight game. That fumble, I still think he was down by contact, but these camera angles that ESPN Plus, they need to take them. They must have got them thing off Timu or whatever the thing, that little website is. There wasn't no fumble. But, hey, it's SWAC football. I don't trust those referees in the SWAC to save nobody's life. Not even definitely not my own.
America accepted the wait for payday. When life doesn't wait for you to get paid. Introducing MyPay from Chime, a revolutionary new way of getting your pay when you want. Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. When any day is payday, it's a good day. Get paid when you say with MyPay. Get started at chime.com.
My siblings and I are picky. Finding a home for us was tough, but our agent Joe just got our needs.
Congratulations.
Hey, Joe.
Hey.
We went on home tour after home tour, all on our schedule, until we finally got the right one.
Selfie time. All right.
You never guess he's a cat guy.
Might have to buy the block for my dog. I want it all for my dog. Might have to buy the block for my dog.
Look, I got the new iPhone 16 Pro at Verizon. Apple Intelligence is pretty awesome. You can get it when you trade in any phone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're seeing this right?
At Verizon, new and existing customers can get iPhone 16 Pro and a new iPad, all on us. That's over $1,400 in value. Only on Verizon.
When you order U.S. farm-raised catfish, you know you're getting fresh, flaky, tasty fish every time. Fried, grilled, broiled, or blackened. It's always perfect, always easy. So always look for the U.S. farm-raised seal to ensure you are getting the best. Find your new favorite restaurant or recipe at uscatfish.com.
Back here at halftime, tied at 14 between the Jaguars and the Braves. Homecoming 2024 here in Baton Rouge. Time for the Southwestern Athletic Conference standings presented by GM, proud sponsor of the SWAC.
Yeah, these were the standings coming into the ball game today. You see in the East, Jackson State and FAMU undefeated at the top, followed by Alabama State, A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and Valley. On the West, the game we have tonight, ALCORN and Southern, a battle for first place.
And then, of course, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and then Grambling coming up the rear. But now these standings change things a little bit today. These standings brought to you by our good friends at Pepsi.
Grambling with the homecoming victory earlier this afternoon, 31-21 over Pine Bluff. The big one, Jackson State at home knocks off FAMU. So Jackson State takes sole possession of first place in the East, and Bethune-Cookman with a big win over Mississippi Valley down in the Delta.
Both teams needed a win, and Bethune-Cookman able to go on the road and get that win. Time for the SWAC news and notes, as they are brought to you by GM, proud sponsors of the SWAC.
You look at the co-offensive players of the week. Xavier Langford for Alabama A&M, along with Kareem Keys for Alabama State.
Defensive player of the week, Samarian Edwards from Alcorn State. He had 12 tackles, 2 for a loss, and an interception against Grambling. And our specialist player of the week, Guillermo Garcia Rodriguez. He had field goals of 49, 50, and 54 yards.
And our newcomer of the week from Arkansas Pine Bluff, Giovanni Gibson, 9 receptions, 183 yards, and a touchdown in a victory last Friday night against Prairie View.
We're at halftime here in Baton Rouge. The second half is coming up in just a bit. Tied at 14, we've got a classic going on here in Baton Rouge.
Pizza Hut's $7 Deal Lovers menu, we're giving you all your favorites for just $7 each and 7 whole seconds to scan this QR code and order. You got this. You've been scanning QR codes for years. This is your moment. No one out Pizza's the Hut.
Honey? But the games are pumping.
Yeah, the market's closed.
Futures don't sleep in the after hours, bro.
Dad, is Mommy a finance bro?
She switched careers to make money for your weddings.
Ooh, penny stocks are blowing up. Sweetie, grab your piggy bank. We're going all in. Let me ask you, for your wedding, do you want a gazebo in a river?
What's a gazebo?
Something that your mother always wanted and never got.
Or you could give these different investment options a shot.
The right money moves aren't as aggressive as you think.
I'm keeping the best.
A Chewy order is on the way for Rue, who can speak for himself, but can't shop for himself. So when he gave his Rue of approval on the food Dad bought on Chewy, Dad put it on autoship. So it always gets delivered right on Rue's schedule. The flavor Rue loves, the savings they love. For automatic delivery and 5% savings, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
The all-new 2025 Equinox. And an 11.3-inch diagonal touchscreen.
Hey Google, find me an alternate route. Here are your alternate routes.
And available HD surround vision. And Chevrolet.
Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox LT for around $299 a month.
Chevy drives Texas. Together, let's drive.
Sephora is everywhere you are. So when Mom's birthday is tomorrow, hop in for a gift on your way home. Thank you. When your go-to is almost gone, hop in Sephora so your routine won't miss a beat. And when you see a look you love,
Your eye look is amazing.
hop in for a quick how-to. There's always a Sephora near you. Just pop in.
Es para mí, es para mí, es para mí, HB lo sabe.
Just about ready for the second half here in the capital city of Louisiana, tied at 14. And, of course, always a great halftime show between ALCORN and Southern. And I'll tell you what, when they turned out the lights and Southern's band was on the field, this crowd went wild.
Oh, man, turn off the lights and they turned them off. Well, everybody lit up their phones, and it was dynamite.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, let's shine some light on the first half stats presented by Pepsi.
Well, you see the rushing game for both teams, very good. 171 yards for the Jags, 158 for ALCORN. The difference, the passing game. Noah Bott on point here in the first half, 116 yards, only 31 for Xavier Vaughn and the Braves. Time of possession also in the advantage of the Jaguars. Turnovers were key in this ball game. ALCORN had 2 turnovers in the first quarter. Southern had 1 late in the second quarter, and that led to the game-tying touchdown for the Braves. So the Braves scored at the end of the first half. They will get the football first to begin this third quarter.
Boy, that's one of the things that when your offense can score and get the ball back to start the second half, that is a momentum builder.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the old Bill Belichick rule. You try to get the double play. You try to get that score at the end of the half. Don't allow the other team time to go down and score themselves. Then you get the football coming out of the locker room, and that's an opportunity for ALCORN to try to regain control of this football game. But this has been a defense-dominated affair so far. We've seen some explosive plays from both ball clubs, a couple of key fourth down stops early in that first quarter for ALCORN kept Southern off the board until the second period.
Just about ready for the second half here. You talk about a lot of people on this campus, around campus, and now leaving campus because some folks figured out we're not getting in.
Yep.
But some folks decided, hey, we're not going to go in, but we're going to tailgate. But I'm telling you, this was a sellout crowd. And, man, Southern University can really be proud. Southern ALCORN fans fall out for this game. This goes out of bounds, a procedural penalty. ALCORN will get the ball, and players falling out of bounds. And things will get started here. First down and 10 for the ALCORN State University Braves.
See the sounds of dynamite continuing to perform as they take their third quarter seats, and ball goes out of bounds, so it'll come out to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Braves will scrimmage from.
So the Braves will come to campus, and of course, when you come across the bridge, or the bump, as they say, you'll see the baseball field to your right as you're coming across, and then you see the basketball arena, and then the football stadium. Beautiful sight here on campus. Lots of fans here celebrating homecoming.
Oh,
bad snap. But ALCORN was able to make something out of nothing. As a matter of fact, they get 5 yards out of that play after that snap hit the ground.
All right, the game is back on.
Played a pretty clean ball game in that first half. They did have 2 turnovers, but no penalties for the Braves in that first half. Nearly had a third. Good job there by Xavier Vaughn scooping it off the ground.
Second down, here's the give. Shakorian Sewell on the carry.
Third down coming up here for Xavier Vaughn and company on this opening drive. You don't want to go 3 and out, particularly after you had good field position after that kickoff went out of bounds.
Last week, the Braves, when they played at Grambling, lots of humidity down on the field, and they had players that hydrated at halftime. As a matter of fact, a few players were late coming back from the halftime locker room. Seems like everybody is on the field to start this second half. And Xavier Vaughn with a big run, and it looks like he got the first down.
You saw Xavier Vaughn. You see him continue to hold that left thigh. He injured on the touchdown run at the end of the first half. You see his mobility here, rolling to his right, keeping his eyes downfield, decides to tuck it and run at the last moment, got to the sticks to move the chains.
Here's a give to Sewell. And boy, Sewell is a great addition to this ball club, and a flag on the play. You know, Xavier Vaughn was injured last week. He tweaked his ankle, and the coaching staff said they made him more of a distributor last week than a runner.
Yeah, they didn't want him to put any additional pressure on that ankle in that ball game against Grambling.
Holding. Offense, number 71. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
DeMarcus Gordon, the redshirt senior from Tunica, Mississippi, with the hold.
How big that
now
dude
he got
is,
to
man.
back up 10 yards after with a good first down.
Yeah, so that's going to be the first penalty of the night against the ALCORN Braves. See it on the right side. Big 71 just got that big right arm around the defender. Easy call for the officials.
He just gave him a little hug.
A little bro hug.
Look at that.
And
False start.
penalty on the field. This is going to be false start against ALCORN.
Number 71.
DeMarcus Gordon with his second consecutive penalty on this drive. Holding penalty and now false start.
But look, DeMarcus.
Boy, that jersey, boy, I'm telling you, that thing, it fits him like, remember when Jim Burton used to play with the New York Giants?
New York Giants, I do.
Look at that jersey that's
real
written over DeMarcus Gordon's
Look
stud.
like he has on the medium.
6'6",
Oh,
30,
my goodness.
and flags again.
So much for a penalty-free ball game. That has changed quickly here for the Braves.
Offside with contact. Defense, number 93. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Offside with contact means that they touched the player. You
Yeah,
see right
yeah,
there, a
yeah,
little bit of a.
Boy, he did some
just a little
acting
bit.
now, didn't he?
Well, I'll tell you what, Tramel Brown, the offensive lineman from Gainesville, came transferred from Tennessee. A little bit of a Hollywood roll there.
Nice acting job.
Oh, absolutely.
Taking acting classes here in Southern. At Alcorn.
So it's back to first down and 20.
A little bit of a sloppy start to this third quarter.
There you saw DeMarcus Gordon calling out the blocking assignments. And virtually no gain on the play. Great tackle by Davin Cotton comes into the game with 15 tackles on the season. The 6'3" senior from Shreveport.
Of course, that extended halftime with the homecoming halftime. So teams may be a little bit more sloppy coming out of the locker room, kind of lost their rhythm. 25-minute, almost like a Super Bowl halftime, if you will.
Vaughn looking, throwing, out of bounds. Nearly hit one of the band directors from Southern University.
So you see what those two offensive penalties do to your offense. It puts you way behind the chains. It changes your play calling, and it allows the defense to become more aggressive.
3rd and 21.
Jaguars in almost a cover 3 right now.
Vaughn scrambling, looking. Goes out of bounds and loses more yardage on the play.
job by the defender on the sideline to ease up on the hit of Vaughn. Didn't drive through him. So that's going to be a 4th down now for ALCORN as they kind of sputter coming out of the locker room.
This is the first of 3 tough games on the second of 3 tough games on the road for Alcorn State. They won at Grambling last week, Southern this week, and then Alabama State in Mobile next weekend. Or I should say in 2 weeks.
What a roll.
Takes a heck of a roll. And now they're trying to force the Southern player to touch the football. And flags on the play.
If you're the returner,
you got to get away.
You got to get away. I mean, you're calling everyone else to get away, but you're still in harm's way yourself.
And you had about 4 or 5 players that tried to force the Southern player to touch the football.
I mean, you just run away to the other side of the field away from the football.
Holding on the kicking team, number 45. 10-yard penalty. First down, Southern. Timeout. Media.
So on the holding call, and it'll be assessed on the first play. We're going to take this timeout. 14 all here on the campus of Southern University.
You need Tostitos
I have
restaurant
no idea.
style. Optimized for
Where that holding
versatility,
came in,
Tostitos
but
can tackle every
hey,
snack,
the
big
SWAC
or
referees,
small.
they'll give you one
Because if you're going to do
every
something,
game.
do it.
Every game.
Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacks.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
For 15 years, the Home Depot Retool Your School program has been championing HBCUs. We've been right there with campus grants, scholarships, and career opportunities. Winning schools have seen their visions for upgrading their campuses and communities come to life through sustainability projects, as well as new places to connect, like innovation lounges and outdoor pavilions. As we celebrate 15 years of partnering with HBCUs, we're excited to keep the momentum going. Retool your school. We're powered by purpose.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here
See, Scott, I hear
together,
you. You say the
chasing
big
something
bad
great.
phrase need to tighten up. You need to get number
Call it
71
adventure,
and tell him to stay off
call
that
it play,
buffet line.
we call it fun.
He cost him
Academy
almost
Sports
20 yards in one
fun out
possession.
Back here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 14 all between Southern and Alcorn. 2024 homecoming, and now we start seeing traffic going in the opposite direction, Ken.
It is wild over on the hump.
Oh, man, it is really wild. I tell you what, I've seen a lot of great sports here on this campus for Southern University when they hosted the baseball tournament. Coach Kador, former baseball coach at Southern, always hospitable, and they had some of the best jambalaya and chicken wings that you ever want to lay your lips on. That the baseball club did, it was just incredible. So always a great time coming here to Southern University.
We got a great football game going on here tonight. Battle for first place in the West. Tied at 14 here. Opening moments of this third period. First offensive possession here for the Jaguars.
Here's the give. Going to be Kendrick Grimes on the carry.
Look at him.
And a little pushing and shoving going on.
A love tap.
Jerron Lewis showing a little love to the defense of Alcorn.
A couple of Tackling the guard, pulling on that play in front of Kendrick Grimes.
Nice open field
Got a
tackle.
nice carry out to the 31-yard line, set up a third down and short. Jaguars have had some good runs off tackle here tonight.
Wallace Melton with a heck of an open field tackle on Kendrick Grimes, who was hard to bring down. Here's Noah Bodden back, looking, caught. Cam Jefferson, the freshman from Shreveport, moves the chains for the Jaguars, and Southern in business.
Yeah, Jefferson working one-on-one on the opposite side against Summerall and able to win that battle. Just kind of a little back shoulder inside curl.
Nothing doing on first down here. No gain on the play. Cam Jefferson, 3 catches, 37 yards last week for Southern University. Santoria Black along with Ken Moore here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, bringing you today's game between Southern and ALCORN here on the Bluff. Bodden getting the ball out to Kirkwood. Gain of a couple.
Again, just a 2-man screen on the outside. They have Quad Davis out front blocking. And go there to see if the receiver can beat the defender that he has one-on-one. Good open field tackle to hold him to a short gain.
Bodden back to pass, looking over the head of Kirkwood.
He almost hit the referee.
He was lucky that Bakari McCall didn't pick that one off. McCall coming in with
what?
Very good eye for the football.
See the Braves come in with that delayed blitz. Bodden trying to get rid of the football quickly. Just overthrew his receiver.
Jeffrey McKelton. They're trying to get to the football. And now it's a punting time for Southern University. This kick will take a Southern University bounce to about the 17-yard line, and that's where the Jaguars the Braves will take over first down and 10. We'll take this timeout. We are on the Bluff here in Baton Rouge.
Pizza Hut's $7 Deal Lovers menu, we're giving you all your favorites for just $7 each and 7 whole seconds to scan this QR code and order. You got this. You've been scanning QR codes for years.
Do anybody see this game going into overtime?
No one on Pizza's Delight.
Or will ALCORN offense show up?
Games are pumping.
Or will Southern offense show up?
Teachers don't sleep in the
Both
after hours,
teams
bro.
played very well
Is
in the
Mommy a
second
finance
half.
bro?
She switched careers to
You,
make money for your weddings.
I'm pretty sure y'all follow it. If you're an ALCORN fan, you follow ALCORN, and if you're a Southern fan, you follow Southern fan. But during the second half, both team offense started to pick up real well. Do you think it's going to go overtime, back and forth, with special teams coming into play? You never know in the SWAC, man. Because I thought Jackson State was dead in the water at that game. And then the fourth quarter, it seemed like the skies opened up. And Jackson State was able to, FAMU still stunned. But this game right here, both teams are running the ball well. Passing is suspect on both quarterbacks, but, I mean, you just never know. So hopefully we can get a pretty good game. Well, second half, I should say, because the first half was all right. A couple of turnovers, but we're going to work through it. It's the SWAC. Anything happen in the SWAC, especially on the Saturday night, the night games. And I always like Southern because Southern plays Saturday night, and they be lit. If you have never been there, you need to go. Trust me.
So cute. Snyder's of Hanover. Make Halloween sweet and salty.
You look like the type that hits a lot of curbs. So I'm thinking these premium tires. How to do it.
Don't put up with BS. At Midas, we don't upsell.
Fans continue to enjoy themselves here in Baton Rouge. 14 all between Southern and Arkansas and ALCORN State University. And you hear bands striking it up here, entertaining the crowd. Centurion Black, Ken Moore bringing you today's game. This is for first place in the West. Of course, who's going to take control of first place in the West? Jackson State won earlier today, taking control of first place in the East. Xavier Vaughn taking off with the football, still on his feet. Vaughn getting big yardage, and he's out to about the 38-yard line.
Big run by Vaughn, 21-yard scamper. You see the electricity that he has in those legs. The transfer doing an excellent job that time reading the coverage, breaking a couple of tackles, getting into the secondary.
This one over the head of the receiver. And that was Tyron Warren was the intended receiver, and he was left wide open too.
Some of the passes by Vaughn have been a little off target today. You know, he was pretty good last week against Grambling. A couple of throws selling on him here.
Oh, great
to the
tap.
40-yard line. Gain of a couple on the play. And a flag on the field.
Holding. The wide receiver is holding.
Personal foul. Face man. Defense. Number 2.
Wow.
15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
Wow.
Penalty against Southern, and that will give ALCORN 15 more.
Wow.
Horatio Johnson.
They both had each other.
That looked like both of them may have had each other's face
That's what I'm saying. They both had each other.
Yeah, it's a good call for it.
Yeah, Horatio Johnson was like, wait a minute, he had my mask. First down now for the Braves.
Wow. I told you them officials are, boy, they drunker than I am, boy.
We give to Jacorian Sewell.
I kept it. Nope. Threw it incomplete. They tried to dump that one off to Amarian Blakes. And that pass just went into the turf. Blakes will come out. And both teams just a little sluggish coming out of the locker room.
Very sluggish.
Quarter.
Vaughn down at about the 45. Maybe a half a yard loss on the play in his third down.
Great job here. Kelby Givens inside, playing sound gap control. And that's what the Jaguars stressed this week. We have to have gap control and rush with integrity when you have a dual threat quarterback like Xavier Vaughn.
Givens comes into the game 32 tackles, 7 for a loss. And I believe that's his second sack of the season. The catch, but nowhere to go. Truck Griffin turned around, thought he had some daylight, and it quickly went dark.
Dark 30 that time.
Man. Now, this is what I'm talking about. How you gonna have technical difficulties in the middle of a damn game? Come on, ESPN Plus. I do apologize. This is ESPN Plus with this crap here. They wrong for that, man.
grilling with your barbecue and your sausage. And then, of course, you got your Cajun flavors with your jambalaya, you know. And
somebody had gator. Yeah.
Alligator. Yeah, that's my favorite. I didn't get any. I hope they have something left after the game.
First down gain of about a yard on the play. Yeah, he had Southern was number 1 in his Gimme 5 for best HBCU tailgating. Number 2, Jackson. Guess who had number 3? Alcorn State University.
And we've been to all of them.
Oh, yeah. You get full everywhere.
Man.
Bod going deep, looking for the open receiver, just overthrows.
That man was wide open.
The open receiver, Cam Jefferson.
And Jefferson had a step on the defender.
A step?
Biden got hit just as he released
5
the
steps.
football. Just slightly overthrew him. Jefferson came into the ball game, 4 receptions on the season for only 43 yards, but he's been the main focus of Biden here so far tonight.
They need some yardage here. Good catch. Made by Quay Davis. He's been quiet today, but Quay Davis gets a first down.
That was a great catch by Quay Davis. 3rd and long. A deep comeback route by Quay Davis. We've seen him primarily as a blocker on those outside screens. Tremendous grab.
First down now for the Jags. Getting across the 20-yard line.
Jaguars now, they just trying to pound out, get some good field position where they can open up the offense.
And the other thing it does, these are good drives to take time off the clock. And that means that you got that defense out there trying to get them out there too long and they start sucking wind a little bit.
Absolutely.
This time, Alcorn doing a great job in filling the gaps and stopping the run.
And you saw Malachi Bailey shoot through from the left side, missed the tackle. With just his presence enough to cause a disruption in that running play. So another 3rd and long coming up here for the Jaguars. Alcorn trying to get off the field, get good field position for their offense if they can make a stop. All kind of on pins and needles right now, waiting for a big play.
We all waiting on for a big play.
Bod back, looking. Incomplete. The pass was intended for Quay Davis. And now punt coming up for Southern University.
Good coverage in the secondary that time by this brave defense. So Biden trying to navigate the pocket, bought some time, sliding to his left, unable to complete the throw downfield.
Kenny Pham back to kick for Southern University. Boy, he gets a good high kick away. Fair catch at the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. And that is where Alcorn State University will get the ball after this timeout from here in Baton Rouge. Tied 14.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future.
Scott, thank you. Please
All
hit the
in
like
one.
button, please. Please hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. It don't cost you
The best way to honor our history,
Please do it.
make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Let's unretire. Why not?
Let's see.
Hey. I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro. Some people deny the power of Flamin' Hot. Spicy deniers. They try to deny it to everybody.
Not hot at all.
But sometimes it's just impossible. So why deny it? Unleash your Flamin' Hot.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're going to do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
For 15 years, the Home Depot Retool Your School program has been championing HBCUs. We've been right there with campus grants, scholarships, and career opportunities. Winning schools have seen their visions for upgrading their campuses and communities come to life through sustainability projects, as well as new places to connect, like innovation lounges and outdoor pavilions. As we celebrate 15 years of partnering with HBCUs, we're excited to keep the momentum going. Retool Your School. We're powered by purpose.
There is the human jukebox. Of course, they got battles going back and forth, and there will be a fifth quarter coming up after this game. Battle between the Southern University and ALCORN State University marching bands. Of course, you got to be here to see
it. True that.
First down for the Braves. Waning moments of the third quarter, tied at 14. Vaughn takes off with the football down at the 45-yard line near a first down.
Again, good coverage in the secondary by the Jaguars. No one open downfield. Vaughn just decides to take off, use his legs.
2nd and 1. Last week he had 9 carries for 15 yards in the contest.
Coming to the ball game as the leading rusher in the SWAC.
And that Jacorian Sewell, he had a heck of a day last week, 102 yards rushing. And that's going to be a first down for Alcorn State. Catch made by Damian Jones from Old Valley, Texas.
Yeah, little tempo now from Alcorn. Damian Jones was the big play receiver, leading receiver last week.
Give to Anthony Williams. Williams getting a couple in the play. Actually, he's going to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Illegal substitution on the defense. 12 men on the field at the time of the snap. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Alcorn will get 5 yards after the illegal substitution penalty.
Yeah, they got the Jaguars. They went quick with the up-tempo, and the Jags tried to substitute late. Got caught with one too many. So that'll give the Braves a free 5.
Anytime you can run up tempo and you cause a penalty against the other team, that is a win. And the penalty here, let's see who that's going to be charged.
Give him the 5 yards right back.
Ball start. Offense, number 7. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Tyron Warren for Picayune, Mississippi.
Tyron Warren had the big long touchdown reception last week against Grambling to help them in that late comeback victory over the Tigers. Alcorn, who was penalty-free in the first half, already with 4 penalties here in this third quarter for 30 yards. So Coach Cedric Thomas not going to be too happy about that.
Especially the pre-snap penalties. Vaughn stepping up in the pocket. Tackled at about the 50-yard line. Derek Williams on the tackle, came into the game with 25 tackles. I believe that's his first sack of the season.
Great job that time by the Jaguars, being patient, not over pursuing Xavier Vaughn. You have to stay in your rush lanes. There could have been a hole right there as well on 55, but a good job by Williams containing the edge, making a good job getting the sack. There's Tremor Brown Number 55, who had one of the linemen in a bear hug briefly.
Showing love. Vaughn backs up quite a bit. Throws incomplete. Trying to get it to CJ, and Damian Jones nowhere to be found.
That's Coach Damian Jones saying, you know, he's kind of one of those no-nonsense kids. That joke around a lot, very stoic, very serious, hard on himself more than anyone.
Vaughn back to pass. Incomplete on third down.
That is the end of the third quarter.
That is it for the third quarter play, and ALCORN will give the ball back to Southern as the lights go dark and the cell phone lights come out, getting ready for the fourth quarter. Fireworks going off here at homecoming.
Ain't no fireworks in this game here, buddy.
We're Carvana.
I don't think
the
either
company
team
who
won't
invented car
win.
vending machines and
Somebody
buying
tell
a car
me different.
100% online. Now we've created a brand.
Somebody in the chat tell me different. I don't think either team wants to win this game. That is a pretty pathetic third quarter. Between penalties and bad play calling, I don't think either team want to win. And this is for first place. Trust me, if ALCORN win this game, nobody in the West is going to be able to touch them. It's just about a wrap if they win this game. So I think they have a lot more to play for, and I understand where Southern is coming from. They want to do the best they can, I should say. But for homecoming, that third quarter there, I think y'all been down there drinking with little boosters somewhere. I don't know, Southern. ALCORN, tighten up, man. Play like the big bad Braves that y'all say y'all are. Right now, I don't see either one of them teams. Well, Jack State already beat Southern. I don't see either one of them teams can beat FAMU. Playing like that. Because FAMU, trust me, FAMU will strike hard on you. Fast, quick, in a hurry. You can say good defense on both sides of the ball. I just say that was just sluggish. Hopefully, they can get over that. I don't know, man. That was a wild third quarter there. Wild is not good.
Porque sé que me prefieres. Te vi toda la semana, pero vámonos de party los weekends. Yo sé
When your bedroom has everything you need, it's okay to give everything else a rest. Welcome to the Good Night Club. Find your dream bedroom at IKEA.
At some point, I figured I didn't need Hinge anymore. Maybe when you brought your best friend on our date? Or the first time you stayed over? Or was it that time you went first? I don't know. I just knew.
I'll give you my bike if you can prove you know your finances.
Sure.
How many subscriptions are you paying for right now?
I don't know, like 4.
Let's download Rocket Money and we'll see if you're right. It actually looks like you're paying for 15, which is costing you $290 a month.
What? No way. Where are you getting this information?
Well, you can subscribe to my channel. It don't cost you nothing.
Back here in Baton Rouge, and the fans having a good time here at A.W. Mumford Stadium. You know, if I did all of that, I'd be tired.
It is turned up in
Man.
AW as we go into the fourth quarter.
I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, man, they getting it in right now. Tie ball game, homecoming, 15 minutes to determine the winner.
All right, who
at
wants?
least.
It's fourth quarter, baby.
Here is the punt. Fair catch at the 16, maybe the 17-yard line. And that is where the Jags will take over first down and 10. I tell you what, to start the fourth quarter, they had fireworks going off, playing They Not Like Us. I mean, everything was going on. It was just a whole vibe going on as
whole light show.
I'm telling you, as the great poet Papa Hussein from Claiborne Parish said, it was lit.
It was most definitely turned up in here during that end of quarter break. Now we can see if one of these offenses can turn up. No scoring in the third quarter. ALCORN had 3 possessions, couldn't move the football. This is the third possession of the second half for Southern. Now they've been backed up. They scored it at their own 25, their own 7, begin this possession at their own 17. Can't make a mistake here if you know about it.
A stalemate, so to speak, here in the second half. And here's the give. And boy, that defense just tenacious for Alcorn State University. And guess who is there to make a stop? Malachi Bailey.
Yeah, watch number 44. Again, they line him up inside this time, breaks through, and he also gets some help from his buddy, Kayvon Henderson. Wallace Melton also getting in on the act as they drop him for a 4-yard loss.
And we just spoke about negative plays deep inside Southern's territory.
Yeah, this is where you have to be careful if you know about it. 6 interceptions on the season. Can't afford a turnover here.
Incomplete.
Oh, my. Who was he throwing
Third down and long.
And this is exactly where Alcorn likes to eat. Third and long. This is where defensive coordinator Deion Roberson likes to dial up those exotic blitzes. He'll bring 4, he'll bring 5, he'll bring 6, and you don't know where they're going to line up.
And there's that odd front that Coach Graves spoke about earlier this week. And a timeout charge to Alcorn State.
Timeout. Alcorn. That's
their first timeout.
Timeout of the half. It will be a 30-second timeout.
Now, both of these teams, I told you last week, involved in nail biters down to the end. Southern had to come back against Texas Southern, got a block punt late in that ball game, descended into overtime, got a last-second field goal.
And standing room only.
And Alcorn had a big victory last week down in Grambling with a last-second field goal as well.
Well, of course, lots of great football this week. Let's take a look at next week's games. Mississippi Valley will be at Arkansas. Pond Bluff Jackson will make the trip to Bethune-Cookman. Prairie View at home against Texas A&M Commerce. The Magic City Classic next week. Alabama State, Alabama A&M, and boy, another big one coming up for Southern next week as they go to Tallahassee to take on FAMU. Grambling will be in Houston to battle Texas Southern.
Yeah, Prairie View homecoming for Prairie View next week against Texas Commerce. So that one will be pretty full as well. Get there early.
Bod will take off with the football. Bod with a first down, makes the slide, and Bod shaken up.
Woo!
And the coaches want a penalty on that play.
Woo! Almost lost his head. Woo!
Timeout on the field for an injury.
Wow.
Almost lost his
The
head.
coaches are furious.
Let's take a look at it here. Noah Biden takes off with the football. Now let's see where the defender is when he slides. The defender actually goes
Wait a
over
minute,
him.
man.
He touched him, but I mean, he didn't drill him.
I wonder the momentum of him touching him, if his head went down and maybe hit the turf. But just from everything that we saw was incidental.
Yeah.
We'll take this timeout while they attend to Noah Biden here in Baton Rouge.
Was that an injury or was he faking? I don't know.
Timeout. Media.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
We are exactly what you think. We are not at all what you think. We are past, present, and future, all in one. Because the best way to honor our history is to make history. General Motors, honored to sponsor the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're going to do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
The SWAC, the premier athletic conference in the nation. A collection of schools rich in tradition, pride, and pedigree. Sacrifice, winning, allegiance, champions. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
And Noah Bodden, there you see him in the injury tent right now as they will try to find out what's going on with him. As we saw in the replay, it looked like his head hit the turf.
Yeah, his head hit the turf as he slid and got contact from the defender. No targeting, no blow to the head from the defender, but it was just the result of the slide and the hit.
So T-Set will come into the ball game. Here's the handoff in the gain of about 6 yards, maybe even 7 on first down.
That was a big play by Bodden to pick up that 3rd and long with his wheels. And now T-Set will come into the ball game. Freshman out of Baton Rouge.
That's
had
all.
a couple of ill-advised turnovers last week against Texas Southern. Had a pick six and a fumble.
Kendrick Grimes on the carry across the 35 to about the 36. That brings up 3rd and short.
You know, we talked to offensive coordinator, we talked to Coach Graves, this week about T-Set. He said, look, last week he was just a little too excited. He was a little too hyped up. And he said during film study, Coach, hey, that's on me. Coach Graves said, look, you're a young kid. We got you back. We want you to play aggressive, and we want you to show all of the abilities that you have. This is a very talented young man that Southern hopes to be their quarterback of the future.
Going to be a first down here for Southern. Kobe Dillon on the carry.
Jaguars continuing to move the ball on the ground against this ALCORN defense. Jaguars trying to bleed this play clock a little bit as we go under 12 minutes.
Big run by Kobe Dillon. And this running game is opening up things a little bit more for Southern University.
We're doing a great job running off tackle. They'll punch it inside every once in a while, but now they kind of have this ALCORN Brave defense on their heels. And again, rushing defense has been the one thing that the Braves have struggled with this year. Giving up almost 180 yards per game on the ground.
This is where Mark Frederick, the offensive coordinator, wants to be at 2nd and short. Twisting, turning to the ALCORN 48. You need to get to the 47 for the first down.
See Stedman Edwards, the middle linebacker, coming in to make that stop. Big play here for the young freshman.
And you see ALCORN stacking that line. You just never know who's coming, as you said before. with all that movement going on before the snap, you just don't know who's going where.
Probably just turn around and get his ball to kick the Grimes. They're
Call
going
the
to come
timeout.
out of Southern.
That's my man T said. T said to do anything out there, Southern.
You'll be in 30 seconds.
We'll take a timeout from here in Baton Rouge. Tied at 14 and Southern driving. Back after this.
I meant to say the quarterback for Southern. I said the quarterback for ALCORN. That's a mistake on my part. The quarterback for Southern, he possibly has a concussion. Possibly. As you can see when he was, they showed on the replay, he was not hit in the head, but as he was sliding down, when the guy touched him, his head, that equipment is so thin and light now. It's not like the old football helmets that I played with back in the 90s. No. So the quarterback from ALCORN, he does have a thigh injury, but he's playing through it though. So that's the quarterback for Southern. It's a possible concussion. They're not saying it is, but the way he was moving around like that, most likely it's a concussion. And the college protocol, I think they got to have a medical doctor has to clear him to get back on the field if it is a concussion. And if he says it's a concussion, he will not come back. So we shall see.
Life ready, wallet happy. That's 365 by Whole Foods Market.
You look like the type that hits a lot of curves. So I'm thinking these premium tires. How to do it.
Don't put up with BS. At Midas, we don't upsell. Instead,
the concussions are very serious. With the injuries now, with all that head trauma that's going on in the NFL, all them class action lawsuits, yes,
limited time.
It's a big deal.
Back here in Baton Rouge, Southern University with the ball. We're tied at 14. ESPN College Football, SWAC Football, presented by Pepsi. Roll on into the Bluff this weekend. Southern University's homecoming, and there you see the human jukebox. Here is the give to Kendrick Grimes, and he gets the first down.
When in doubt, just turn around and hand it off. Running game has been working for most of the night. Kendrick Grimes over that right side.
Gotta watch T-set now. Watch T-set.
Trying to get the defenders lined up properly.
You gotta watch it. He'll pull one on you.
And a 6-yard carry by Kendrick Grimes. And boy, the rushing game has really been prevalent for the Southern University Jaguars in this drive.
Okay, you got to give a lot of credit to this remade offensive line that Coach Graves and his staff has put together, and they've done a very good job here this evening.
And another big run.
Get out the way, referee.
And Kendrick Grimes a little upset at himself because he thought he could probably take it a little bit further.
Yeah, he thought that should have been a house call. They were going to go tempo early. You see him get to the open field, and he just kind of stumbles there in the open field and goes down in the arms of Summerall. But a very methodical drive here by the Jaguars.
Kendrick Grimes just putting his head down and just running over defenders. 3 yards on the carry.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
This is all we're missing right now is some dirt and mud, because this is just like 3 yards in a cloud of dust right now, or 3 yards in turf stains, if you will, because the Jaguars are like, look, we're just going to run the football right down your throat until you prove you can stop it. And the Braves have not been able to do so here on this drive. 13th play of this drive coming up for Southern.
This is the best drive of the damn night.
That is a long drive if you are the Jaguars. This give to Kobe Dillon. Gets on the other side of the 25-yard line to the 24. Now it's 3rd down and 4.
This drive began all the way back at the Jaguar 17-yard line at the beginning of the quarter. Right now, they've used over 7 minutes on the clock.
Kick or go for it.
And this one goes down to about the 22-yard line. Still about 2, maybe 2.5 yards shy of a first down here.
Kick or go for it. Uh-oh.
Field goal opportunity coming up.
Uh-oh.
This is from 39 yards out. Kick is up, and it is good. Griffin with a 45-yard field goal attempt.
Damn.
Timeout. On the field.
And now Southern University on top 17-14 here in the 4th quarter. Timeout on the field. Back after this.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Not to name names, but most burger places don't even sell tacos. Meanwhile, I've got my new bacony $3 mummy wrap monster taco and 2 original monster tacos for just $3. Take notes, Ronald. Oops, I named names. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Look, I got the new iPhone 16 Pro at Verizon. Apple Intelligence is pretty awesome.
Nice.
You can get it when you trade in any phone.
Whoa. You're seeing this right.
Switch to Verizon and get the new iPhone 16 Pro and get a new iPad and Apple One all on us. That's over $1,600 in value. Only on Verizon.
Ted Cruz is lying again, but now he's lying about our children. I'm a dad. I'm also a Christian. My faith has taught me that all kids are God's kids. So let me be clear.
Definitely.
I don't want boys playing girls' sports or any of this ridiculous stuff that Ted Cruz is saying.
Be heard.
Ted Cruz is lying about my record because he can't defend his own. He's done nothing to secure the border. He wants to raise the retirement age for Social Security. He's full of it. You know that. I'm calling all red, and I approve this message.
Gusto is the #1 choice for small business payroll. It's fast. It's trusted. It's a great value. And Gusto does a lot more than payroll to make running your business easier, like payroll taxes and compliance, time tracking and contractor payments. And when you're ready, benefits, HR, and more. Put your business on the #1 payroll platform. Get started for free at gusto.com.
SWAC Football on ESPN is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, the official sporting goods and outdoor retailer of the SWAC, and by Home Depot, proud sponsor of the SWAC,
Do you
and
think that
by
field goal is going to be enough?
Nike.
Can ALCORN
Fourth
score?
quarter here in Baton Rouge, under 7 minutes to go. There you see fans continuing to enjoy the
7 minutes
band.
left.
All the things going on around here, man, it has been just an incredible atmosphere. And there's still just tons of people here because this is really a great game.
Yeah, great game. Very important game in the standings. The winner will have sole possession of first place in the West. And that was a great drive by the Jaguars a moment ago.
Here's a kick, and it sails into the end zone for a touchback, and it's first down and 10 now for Alcorn State. Now you're the Braves, and now some pushing and shoving going on between a couple of players. And, well, they're really showing a lot of love here today.
Nothing like some old school pleasantries here at the Bluff.
Cousins.
Well, what a drive, as we mentioned, about the Jaguars. 15 plays, 61 yards. Took over 8 minutes of the fourth quarter clock. So now the pressure once again on Xavier Vaughn and company. We saw him do it last week down in the hole in Grambling. Let's see if they can do it tonight on the Bluff in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, this is a big drive here for Alcorn State. And
I like that.
On this first down play, going nowhere. Jaguars all over the place.
Corey Sewell. He's somewhat quiet tonight.
You saw Willie Miles there. He's only 5'9", can really move well. 5'9", 350. Does not move like that.
When I move, you move.
That's exactly right.
Great run.
And a good run by Jacorian Sewell.
Huge third down coming up here for the Braves. You may be in 4-down territory if you don't pick it up here. The big buffet busters come in. They go to that big diamond formation with the two offensive linemen in the backfield with the quarterback and tailback. And now
Cramping.
the Jaguars they have a player down.
That's a cramp, baby.
That's going to be Davin Cotton, the starting defensive tackle, 6'3", 285 from Shreveport.
Yeah, that's a cramp, baby.
But when Alcorn comes in with that diamond formation, and you got two 300-pounders in the backfield, and then you got 6 300-pounders up front.
That's a whole lot of man.
I mean, that tilts the field literally.
Yeah. Look, that's the kind of force that you need to get that yard. You want your, as they call it, the jumbo package in the ball game in order to try and move, as they say, people movers.
Hard-fought ball game. Both of these clubs.
It's the battle for first place, baby. You need this one.
Cotton comes off the field.
Alcorn win this one. It's just the SWAC West is over. I'm telling you, they'll be 4-0.
We'll see if the Braves come out with the same formation or if they change it up here after the injury timeout. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining here in the ball game.
Looks like Cotton there trying to shake it off. This is going to be close, and it's going to be a first down. Gets to the 36-yard line, and now Alcorn in business with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, just a design quarterback draw for Xavier Vaughn. 6'6", 200-pound grad student. Transfer from Lincoln University in Missouri. His offensive coordinator came over with him, or should I say the offensive coordinator brought him with him to Alcorn this year.
Xavier Vaughn, big catch. And Truck Griffin getting 9 yards on first down.
Big truck.
Just an underneath drag route that time by Truck Griffin, one-on-one with the defender, outruns the linebacker to the boundary.
And that will bring up second and short. And they pick up the first down. To the 49.
Marching. Look at that clock. Tick, tick, tick.
Tyler Macon once again. Last week it was Damian Jones was the go-to guy. This week it's been Tyler Macon, the former quarterback.
Here's Vaughn with the handoff.
Oh,
that time nothing doing.
This big offensive lineman kind of got in the way that time. I think that was Trammell Brown who slipped or either got knocked backwards. And then Sewell trips over him.
This is where ALCORN doesn't like to be, and that's 2nd and long. Yeah, it's going to be a flag. Looks like it's going to be a false start.
False start. Offense. Number 71.
Marcus Gordon from Tunica, Mississippi.
That's his
with
third
a penalty.
5th penalty of the half against the Braves, and that's a big one.
Yeah.
Because now you're in a 2nd and 15 situation.
Got Biggie.
Clock continues to approach 3 minutes here, so things getting a little hairy here for the road team.
Vaughn takes off with the football. Tackled. Oh, he's still up.
Oh,
Ball is on the ground and recovered by Southern.
No!
Herman Brister III recovers the fumble. Southern
no!
has the ball with under 3 minutes to play. And on the field, Truck Griffin.
Boom!
Xavier Vaughn trying to make extra yardage with the 2nd and 3rd effort. Breaks one tackle there, but then comes up and gets tagged. Couldn't make out the number. I believe it was Xavier Spencer who knocked the football free. And Herman Brister III comes up with the recovery, the redshirt freshman from Baton Rouge. As you see Truck Griffin head to the sideline, and Brister III, his father, and Coach Graves are friends before he came to the university. And he says he's grown so much, calls him Trey. He's grown so much as a player and a leader in that secondary. And he comes up with one of the biggest recoveries of the season so far for the Jaguars.
Now T-set in the game at quarterback. Movement going on. That'll be a penalty. And Southern, the coaches and players are telling the band to not play because it causes them not to be able to hear the signal up front.
You don't want your band playing while the offense is on the field. So now they just got a 5-yard penalty because the band was playing. It's not a penalty on the band, but the noise from the band, they couldn't even hear their own signals. Put that one on the music director.
Yeah, right. 1st and 15. Here's the give. Straight up the middle.
That's touchdown.
Rhymes in the open field.
That's touchdown.
Rhymes.
That's touchdown.
Touchdown, Southern University.
Well, the SWAC West is back in play.
The home run hitter, Kendrick Rhymes, does it again. His 4th touchdown of the season. Right up the middle, where they've had running lanes all afternoon long.
And the Buffet Busters just feasting on the defensive line. Wow. Kendrick Rhymes, the beneficiary, and 6 more on the board. That could just about do it. And the extra point try is good. 24-14, 2:42 remaining in the ball game. So now here's the question. If you're Southern University, that's a big score. Give the ball back to Alcorn. They've got 2 timeouts left, plus the 2-minute timeout. So they've got 3 timeouts basically left in this ball game.
Yeah, if you're Southern now, you just don't want to give up an explosive play. You just had an explosive play yourself. You want to make Alcorn drive the length of the field, eat up the rest of this clock. And if they score, they score. But you want them to score by using a lot of the time remaining in this football game. But what a sudden change situation. Alcorn potentially driving down to either take the lead or tie. Xavier Bond fumbles the football. Jags recover. First play after the penalty. Kendrick Grimes takes it 51 yards to the house.
Wow.
Tell you what, this offense has just electrified this crowd. Kickoff comes down at the goal line. Macon to the 30. Macon taking all comers and goes out of bounds, and more pushing and things going on. Cousins greeting each other. And that's one thing that you see the coaches out there telling the players, you don't want an ill-advised penalty at this point.
Yeah, you have to keep your cool. Have to stay in the moment. Things can turn on a dime, and we've seen it many times in this conference, particularly in the Wacky West, as we call it, the Wild Wild West. You never know what's going to happen. A Saturday night on the Bluff in Baton Rouge, lightning has struck for the Jags.
A lot of credit to Damon Nivens, the offensive line coach for the Jags. Pass incomplete. Tyron Warren, the intended receiver.
Talk about Kendrick Grimes. He's had an outstanding career. Heights High School in Houston.
But you know, the SWAC West.
So many big moments that he's
come
had
down to
here
the last
at
week
Southern.
That SWAC West something serious, man.
Xavier Vaughn. Completed pass to Damian Jones out to the 47, 48-yard line. Big pickup.
A nice in-breaking route that time, and another Jaguar down on the field. That'll allow Alcorn, allow the clock to stop before the 2-minute timeout. So it really gives Alcorn a free timeout here.
Oh, trust me, Alcorn is not out of
up here in the late
West
moments
at
of this
all.
ball game.
It's just Southern will have the tiebreaker right now. But, you know, Southern liable to play next week and just
So if you are Alcorn State University,
look like, oh, my goodness.
what are you telling your
watch Southern.
players as you get ready for first down? You get an extra
Now, do you
timeout.
think Fred McNair's over
Yeah,
there
you got
smiling?
one play here
He got
before
that
the
Latifah
2-minute
Green going.
timeout. So you definitely want to have a productive play here on first down. And then after that timeout, again, you want to try to score as quickly as possible. You cannot take sacks. You cannot have negative plays, and you cannot have penalties if you're Alcorn in this situation.
Derek Williams, the linebacker, coming off of the field. Near interception, but it was a reception by Alcorn State. Caleb Anderson, check that. It's going to be Tyler Macon with the reception, and we have a timeout on the field. Under 2 minutes to play. Jags up by 10 here in Baton Rouge.
Hi.
Have you ever tried this before?
I don't believe I have.
No, Alcorn is definitely not out of the SWAC West. It just makes the competition even greater. Now everybody is on notice. You still got a chance. But if they would have won tonight, it was over. But now, you got a chance still. So, and with the schedules coming up, I mean, FAMU is beatable. Trust me. If at that game, that ain't the FAMU team from 2 years ago or even last year. That's a different team. They can strike, but you can run the ball on FAMU real easy. So I still think the SWAC West, after watching this game, it's gonna come down to the last week or two. The East, Jackson State already won that. I'm telling y'all now, their remaining schedule, no. So, but ALCORN got some work to do. That third quarter, to me, really hurt ALCORN. And, of course, that fumble in the fourth quarter, but they got some work to do. I think Southern playing on some real good emotion right now. It's homecoming. Everybody ready to party. Well, we'll see.
Next. Next. Next.
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
Which arm?
Look at that.
24-14 is our score. Southern on top right now. Tell you what, there's still a lot of fans in this stadium waiting to see the outcome of this ball game. ALCORN with the football now on the southern side of the football field at the 49-yard line. Under 2 minutes remaining. Xavier Vaughn looking, going up top, and he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like a miscommunication between he and Tyler Macon that time. Looks like he was looking for Macon to do an out and up. And Macon just did an out pattern, so Vaughn just threw it away. But now you have a 3rd and long situation here for the Braves.
And this is definitely 4-down territory if you're ALCORN State. Vaughn back. Vaughn looking. Flag on the play.
Let's coming back.
Vaughn goes out of bounds.
He might be hurt.
And Vaughn took a shot over here on the Jaguar sideline. And you see the officials warning some of the players on the sideline.
Look at them SWAC officials, them gangsters.
See Coach Fred McNair getting involved.
The referee ready to fight.
Penalty marker down back at the 45.
And if the officials have to tell the coaches about sideline shenanigans, that means penalty punishment on Monday.
Number 71. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Number 71, another penalty.
Marcus Gordon. Well, he's had a few penalties tonight.
A few? That's number 4. That's his 4th penalty.
ALCORN had no penalties in the first half. They've had 6 here in the second half. 3 turnovers in this ball game for the Braves as well.
Well, you talk about a heavyweight battle between these two teams. Vaughn looking. Flag on the play. Vaughn getting to about the 48-yard line. But now we got to check that penalty marker back at the 38.
That's holding once again.
And it will be holding against ALCORN.
Holding. Offense, number 67. 10-yard penalty.
The left guard, Cameron Rogers.
Third down.
Braves getting very frustrated now here in the waning moments of this ball game. A 3-game winning streak on the line, in danger.
3rd and 27.
In this situation, you try to pick up about half so you can make the fourth down manageable.
3 down linemen on the defensive front for Southern. Good defensive tackle. Xavier Spencer putting the stop on Damian Jones, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, not exactly the play I would have went to in that situation. You want something where you can pick up some yak yardage, a little simple curl route, defender on top of you.
4th and 21. This is it. Xavier Bond takes off with the football out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and that will just about do it here for the Alcorn State University Braves. Well, the offense for Alcorn comes off the field. Defense did their job, and it's now time to talk about our player of the game here in Baton Rouge. Gatorade player of the game, gotta be this guy, Kendrick Grimes.
51 yards to the house coming up shortly, but he had a heck of a ball game tonight, just grinding against this Alcorn defense, and you see the house call there to end this one. 17 carries for a $133, and it hits the grand slam out of the stadium, makes the lights go out here on the Bluff.
Our Gatorade player of the game.
So you have to give a lot of credit to this Southern Jaguar defense coming out of the locker room. They shut out Alcorn in the second half.
T-Set finally downs the football, and that'll do it. The Bluff at Southern University, named after Scotts Bluff, after the property's previous owner, Dr. William Bernard Scott. The Bluff is also the site of a famous exchange that gave Baton Rouge its name, Red Stick in French. The Bluff. Southern University wins homecoming 2024 by the score of 24-14 over Alcorn State, and they now take over first place in the Southwestern Athletic Conference Western Division.
Got to give a lot of credit to the Southern Jaguars tonight here at home. Got off to a little bit of a slow start, but that offense picked up in the second quarter. Defense took over in the second half, and Kendrick Grimes closes the door on homecoming 2024 with a 51-yard scamper to send Alcorn home without the win.
What a great game here in Southern. So for Ken Moore, I'm Santoria Black saying so long from Baton Rouge, where the final score is Southern 24, Alcorn 14. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.
Check out Mahomes' top 3 plays of the day.
Well,
he scrambles into T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on it.
Only thing I can tell y'all is the curse of Fred McNair is real. They've been talking about it all week. If Fred McNair gonna curse Alcorn when they play Southern, maybe that fumble. Maybe Fred went over there, in Louisiana, we believe in voodoo. So around that 50-yard line where that fumble was, you think Fred put a little witchcraft down there on him? Nah. Now that was a good game though. But you gotta tighten up if you're Alcorn. Your rush defense needs some work, man. I don't like that 4-2-5 that everybody is running. I'm telling you, once them dudes get past that one linebacker, as you can see, when he had a 50-yard touchdown, he had 133 yards total. It's a lot. That's just one person. I guarantee you Alcorn gave up close to 250 yards rushing. Guarantee it. Well, I tell you this. I think ALCORN not so much humbled because, you know, they had went to the hole, and you know how hard it is to win in the hole. So they went in the hole and they beat Grambling. You know, as the old folks said, they started smelling themselves. But now, hey, it is what it is. That SWAC West, man, it's something serious. And so, and if you look at the rest of ALCORN's schedule, you look at the rest of ALCORN's schedule, Alabama State, Texas Southern, Prairie View, and Jackson State. That Alabama State game, that Alabama State has a tough defense. Texas Southern, you never know with them. They can beat Texas Southern. PV, that's going to be a game. And you know, of course, the Soul Bowl going to be a game. So, ALCORN, you got your work cut out for you. Don't lose another one. That's all I can tell you. And so, but I'd like to thank all y'all for watching. Remember, every Saturday, I'll be live streaming SWAC games. Whatever game you want me to stream, let me know. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. My head hurt, hungover already. So y'all have a good night.